Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube channel. Coming to you from the back of an ambulance this New Year's Eve, because where else would I be? At the end of the year, I like to do a video, or several of them, depending on how many customs I made that year, showcasing my customs for the year. I had such an amazing year. I was able to make an insane number of customs this year that I had to find a different way to do the video this time. Normally I like to set the pictures to my favorite music, but that creates licensing issues, and then they're not viewable in all the countries all over the world. And I do have a lot of followers all over the place, so I wanted to see how this worked. This idea worked. Normally I don't prepare anything, I just do it off the cuff, but this time I actually took the time to script this thing out so I didn't miss anything. Everything gets done in order, and I don't go off topic, which I tend to do when I'm just doing like a stream of consciousness video for like my tutorials. And it's a good thing I did, because I messed up the numbering on the figures as I was putting this all together, but thankfully I caught it. So, without further ado, Go Figure Customs 2022 in review. The first custom of 2022 was my take on Sergeant Slaughter. I was hoping to get this autographed at Joe Fest this year, but neither one of us made it. Number 2 is appropriately a version 2 Alley Viper. 3 is a paint job on a custom ED-209 from RoboCop, made by my buddy Jimbo. Number 4 is a movie version of Black Widow in the white outfit. 5 is a Tiger Force Outback, after my buddy KR Customs made a kick-ass version of this figure. Number 6 is the third version of the Alley Viper. Number 7 is the first figure from my Cobra Imperial Procession 3-pack, the Baroness. Number 8 is a Mythic Legends Vampire Knight. The figure was gifted to me by my buddy Marcus, the Irrepressible Dark Horse, and my first 6-inch custom. Number 9 is the second figure for the Cobra Imperial Procession 3-pack, and that's Cobra Commander. 10 is the last for the 3-pack, the Imperial Guard. All of those figures are based off the 2005 Toys R Us exclusive 6-pack. Night Force Repeater comes in at number 11 as part of my attempt to make a Night Force 2-pack, carded 2-pack. Number 12 is Daniel Craig as James Bond. Number 13 is Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. And number 14 is Sean Connery as James Bond. Now I just need a Roger Moore head. Number 15 is my take on the version 2 Firefly. Number 16 is a Range Viper done with a beater figure that was gifted to me by my buddy T.A. Smart. Number 17 begins with what will be my second custom boxed set based off the 2006 Collectors Club's Flaming Moth series, the Snow Serpent Commander, shown with the original. The Flaming Moth set continues with number 18, the Jungle Ops Night Viper, again with the original. Number 19 is my take on Scarface, the Cobra Courier from the early Marvel G.I. Joe comics run. Number 20 is the Game Master drone, an upgrade on the Super 7 figure as seen in the cartoon. Number 21 is my modern upgrade for Zap. Number 22 is my take on the Bio Viper. Number 23 is his counterpart, the Monstro Viper. Truly a couple of unique figures from the vintage line. Number 24 is my take on the Cobra Mortal from the G.I. Joe Brazilian line. 25 the Flaming Moth Jungle Ops Frag Viper to round out the jungle set, again shown with the vintage figure for comparison. Number 26 is my first original figure for my Flaming Moth set, the Techno Viper for the Urban 2-figure subset. 27 is a figure you'll see in my top 10 customs of the year video, Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy. I was very proud and happy to get this autographed by Charlie Hunnam. Number 28 is Shipwreck from the Flaming Moth set, or at least my take on him. Flaming Moth continues with my version of the Flak Viper from the Desert 2-pack with his vintage counterpart. Number 30 rounds out the Desert Flaming Moth subset with the Range Viper, again with his vintage counterpart for comparison. Number 31 is Ice Viper Commander, again part of the upcoming Flaming Moth boxed set, along with not only the vintage version but the figure subscription figure too. 32 is Tiger Force Beachhead, because I had the parts laying around. 33, another Super 7 upgrade, this time with the Cobra Shock Trooper from the cartoon. Now 5 points of articulation here. Chuckles was part of the original Flaming Moth line, so I needed one for my box set as well. His take is number 34 of the year. Number 35, 36, 37, and 38 are a 4-pack of zombie stormtroopers that I did as part of a commission. The client didn't want them carded, which is a shame because I think I could have come up with something pretty cool for that. Number 39 is part of the same commission, Jax Teller again, since there was no way I was going to sell the original after Charlie Hunnam autographed it. And rounding out that huge commission at number 40 is a zombie Boba Fett. Number 41 is Nick Fury, based on Jim Steranko art that he had intended to get autographed at the local Comic-Con until he mysteriously disappeared from the lineup. Number 42 is a repaint of the 2005 version 5 Bat in desert colors. Tunnel Rat in a Night Force color scheme comes in at number 43 as part of my Flaming Moth box set. I did a video tutorial on painting this year. I used Kamakura as the subject, and he is number 44, and probably one of my favorite paint jobs for this year. 45 is none other than Roy Batty, the Nexus 6 replicant from Blade Runner. 46 is my third Sons of Anarchy custom, Clay Morrow. My first classified custom comes in at number 47 for the year as the version 2 Alley Viper. 48 and 49 are my attempt to make a gimmicky Comic-Con style 2-pack. 48 is Thomas A. Anderson, Keanu Reeves' initial character from the Matrix movie, while 49 is the one, Neo. They are packaged on a double-sided card. And remember, there is no spoon. 50 is my first Fallout custom, the Nuka-Cola T-51 Power Armor. Number 51 goes along with that, the Hot Rod Shark Paint Scheme X01 Power Armor. Easy like Sunday morning Pimp Daddy Destro comes in at number 52. He still needs a newspaper and a cup of coffee. And maybe some bunny slippers. My modern take on the version 2 Techno Viper that piloted the 1994 Power Fighter takes the number 53 spot. I went back to working on my Flaming Moth set with number 54, an Alley Viper to round out the Urban 2-figure subset along with that Techno Viper that was shown earlier. I'm still on a kick of making custom female specialty Vipers as shown by number 55, a female Astro Viper, certainly one of my favorite customs from this year. Continue my female specialty Vipers with number 56, a female Ninja Viper. Number 57 is based on cover art from the current G.I. Joe comics series. I affectionately named her Snow Bunny Baroness. Number 58, another one of my favorites for this year, is a female Crimson Guard. Number 59 is a female AVAC, the pilot of the Firebat. Number 60 is Black Star, one of the hidden gems of the Star Brigade line. If you haven't seen that figure before, check it out. My female Toxo Zombie comes in at number 61. Honestly, this was supposed to have been in my top 10 customs of the year video, but somehow I missed adding her in. Number 62 is my female Medi Viper, a character that was introduced in the DTC line. This, like the previous one, has interchangeable heads that gives the figure quite a different look. You really should check out both on my Facebook page, and there is a link to my Facebook page in the description below. I made number 63 after meeting Brian Cummings, the voice actor for Dr. Mindbender, at the local Comic-Con this year, and that's my lab coat Dr. Mindbender. A female Data Viper takes number 64 slot. I'm particularly happy with the cybernetic arm I added to make her even more unique. Back to my Dr. Mindbender kick with number 65. My take on the canceled 1995 Star Brigade armored Dr. Mindbender. I'm pretty sure number 66 is my first October Guard custom, Lieutenant Gorky, the October Guard's version of the U.S. Navy SEALs. Number 67 is the first O-ring custom I have done in, who knows how long. I won't butcher his name, as he is from the Brazilian G.I. Joe line, but roughly translates into Flying Scorpion. I used all of the same parts the vintage figure used and made my own, since I'll never be able to afford the vintage one. My female Lamprey is number 68. This is one I really wanted to make for a long time, but I had no idea how to do it until inspiration finally struck. Number 69 is my reimagination of the Crimson Guard Immortal. Big, bulky, beefy, and generic bland face. Everything a Crimson Guard should be. I will never do a 6-inch custom, except for this one, which is my third 6-inch custom, a classified Nanobat in at number 70. Number 71 is the second figure for my Night Force 2-pack, and that's Lightfoot. Man, that took a long time to get back to finishing that set. I visit the Valor vs. Venom line with number 72, a female version 1 Swamp Rat. Then I jump to the 25th anniversary line for number 73, an upgrade to the Cobra Air Trooper, and a female version at that, no less. Clear out of left field for number 74, Battle Armor Pythona in Serpentor color schemes. It doesn't get more obscure with number 75, Inimigo, which is a 4-inch version based on a Brazilian 12-inch G.I. Joe figure. This was a commission for a buddy of mine. He did most of the build, I just fine-tuned it and painted it. Back to the Valor vs. Venom line for number 76 for an electric eel. I would have really liked to have done this one in translucent plastic like the original, but that's a bit above my skill level. I decided it was time to do a second 3-pack thanks to my buddy Mike Brown, and I kicked it off with an Arctic Firefly based off the 1998 3-pack for number 77. 78 just goes to show if there is something you really like and there isn't a figure of it, you can make it yourself. Loki, the god of mischief, based off art on a t-shirt of all things. 79 was the second figure for my homage to the 1998 Cobra Arctic set, an Arctic Night Creeper. And number 80 finishes that 1998 3-pack with a version 4 Snow Serpent. Mine has a bit of a twist. Mine is female. I had a random idea for a custom while driving, a desert paint schemed bat. So I made one. A little secret, that cape was supposed to go with that Arctic Night Creeper that I showed you a few seconds ago, but I forgot to paint it and didn't notice it until I had already finished carding the 3-pack. Oops. The last figure for the year is again based off of fan art that I came across at random, an Imperial Field Medic. Such a cool idea. It would have been an easy figure for Hasbro to make, but no, they didn't. So I made my own. Oh crap, you know what? That's not all the customs I made this year. I finally finished this custom terror drone. My mom got me this terror drone for my birthday probably, at least 10 years ago. I customized it once, and I hated how it turned out the first time. So I went back and redid it in Cobra color schemes, and I am super happy with how it turned out. Thanks, Ma. And there you have it, folks. All 83 customs for 2022. By far the most I've ever done in one year. I'd like to thank everyone that has subscribed to the channel, everyone that follows my Facebook page, which pushed me over 3,700 followers this year, which never ceases to amaze me. I'd like to also thank all of our guests on General Geekery this year. My best friend JD, who has no problem telling me when one of my ideas is garbage. My wife for putting up with all of my shit. And, of course, my dogs, who didn't get fed on time because I was too busy customizing. Please do all that fun social media stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for new customs in 2023. I already have the first one planned out. And stay safe, or it might just be me that shows up if you call 911 tonight. Thanks for watching.